Good morning, friends. I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to address you. My topic is rather unusual, but I have found it interesting. It is dietary metabolism, the gut microbiome, and heart failure. What is it all about? To go back to the pathophysiology, the human gut is sterile at birth. But at the time of birth, it is rapidly colonized by trillions of typically non-pathogenic bacteria. There is symbiosis. These bacteria prepare vitamin K and biotin. They facilitate the absorption of various nutrients, and they are a barrier against potentially harmful bacteria. Now, friends, the colon is one of the most densely populated habitats, bacterial habitats on Earth, having 10 to the power of 11 to 10 to the power of 12 organisms per milliliter. The gut microbes contribute to 200 grams to 2 kilograms of the weight of the individual and constitute nearly half of the dry weight of the feces. A typical healthy human gut is colonized by more than 500 different microbial species and an even larger number of bacterial strains. Humans, therefore, have an extended collection of microbial genes that are collectively known as the microbiome. Many of the gut commensals are so-called inherited early in life, especially during vaginal delivery. The composition of the gut commensals varies considerably between individuals. Host genetic composition can predispose the individual towards altered microbial composition. The gut microbiota accounts for the person-to-person variations in disease susceptibility and the response to our diet. They account for the difference in responses of the individuals to drugs, xenobiotics, and drug treatments. Now, what are we discussing today? We'll discuss the long-standing hypothesis that the modulation of inflammation of the gut barrier participates in the development of heart failure. We will discuss the several notable gut microbiota-related metabolic pathways that are believed to be responsible for the pathophysiology of heart failure. Dr. Ashutosh, I think there's a talk on Arni today. Who's going to talk about it? Okay. You know, I remember this topic because that was what you gave me 3 years ago. In those days, practically no one heard of Arni.
Sir, in our conference, we have discussed SGLT1 and SGLT2 combination in first conference with Dr. Ritesh, remember?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
still people are not aware of SGLT1 and SGLT2 concept. That
Yeah.
is the beauty about the scientific program of this conference.
When I was discussing that, nearly 3 years ago, many of the people were wondering whether this is tall talk. But then now it is in our practice. So whatever I am discussing today, this is my gut feeling that another 2 or 3 years later, we will be prescribing these medicines.
Definitely. And we will examine the gut microbiota and accordingly we will modify our treatment.
You have a wonderful selection of topics. Okay, we are back. They include the trimethylamine N-oxidase pathways, short-chain fatty acids, and bile acid pathway. Typically, a healthy gut mucosal community maintains gut barrier function, including tight junctions in the mucosa and normal mucosal immunity. An altered intestinal mucosal barrier function can result from multiple factors. The most important is decreased gut circulation, which leads to edema, acidosis, and collagen deposition in the gut mucosa. The mucosal permeability is thereby increased. A hypoperfused gut allows gut microbiota